Keba umya yemi ba fi be motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. Why na die ni biu? Ye katre mu se waboda musi mu penu. Keba umya yemi ba fi.
All right, so for this is the debate with the Munufi. Mojidi say Ubi ahon eye. And then so we are back on our live stream today and we are going to do justice to a lot of things. And then the Attorney General of Ghana say, "You are Kenneth na kuntunkunku for that issue no." Also what in the ni edi achiri. Na you go be Attorney General say, "Papa, when you did achiri, he potting na office and semi echo. Do you think say semi echo yi ebe favor Ghana and as em favor Ghana? That is something we are also going to check today. Now, NPP Muso and Sembebre Abam. It sounds a Senate Dana Diana no sense. Seventy boy, but I say, Yama 110 in Tema. Abiana Wadrin and said that muscle who say something is happening in our society. In Senate Dana Diana no. The debate with the Munufi de Atuabo, they will present issues, senia a tier, na menuina adumu asuko. At a point in time, so if you feel say, open so join on the show, so I think say, and also ubenya kwenya na watimi adjoining the show. They say da yeah no because we're not gonna work slower. You be harder. Say ne debia menu nyina ye bodo no pacho. This is the debate with the Munufi. Me pacho won say enra ena the former finance minister eko PM ewo US court ankasa because abra ye che no many of us thought to say be maybe an enshira nye no kore because me kwa na was doubting say can you Ofori-Atta pa na see aso mu boko US court san de me no nya adwen until say noa ena hu say say na asem na no kuro papa in fact okopi mu US court ankasa court into papa me hu say papa ankasa na tiwe then e ma me doubt na me woni nya na ase ni nyina eyirai enti enne de me ye sure say wow hwe me bia no doubt bia na wo about ye papa Kenneth na kuntunkununku Ofori-Atta ho bia no ye so say doubt nya no e ade a eniwa wani su biem and I say eniwa dwen mu biem me very very sure say that is what you also believe in enti enne ye be domo suko na yakwa kwhwe say enra edin potin ene course because some of those kind of things and say yam to yebo a ne mani bebre ho a ye nse da ehun but answer na ye be sha ase no enti nsem we
Uni a Jimmy for the beer who program a sale. Uni a Jimmy for sa, Ewaga way, now we are Tabian or the Asia Company for the Salam. Our dear Quatina Parliament. Another Jimmy, our MPP for Mama Jimmy, what Jimmy Papa will stay in opposition forever. MPP for that quickly, Omna Unquasia for pa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy, me will be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. You are idiots.
Say Yenko Bisa Kene Japan. Wow, we cheap. Ne sing tantan time. And odi cancer fun. And obi edinish. Lawyer or no. O defend the criminals. Criminal be a wo wiase bia. Kusi aja being the person who could. It means he's a criminal.
You are stupid jet. I will face you. You are stupid jet. Who passed you? You are stupid jet. Yes. We are passenger jet. What does the scripture say? Who confess scripture no oil no confess free. You are a fool. We are there. I didn't want for the younger. We respect you. Who feels will be a Jimmy to say one? Who feels will be a Jimmy to say? Respect yourself. I'm not an idiot like you.
A failed lawyer. Come and talk trash. You shouldn't try. But you came to my house at East Legon begging for common t-shirt. An idiot like you. Who are you?
You lost everything. Mahama, you are a fool. Where Kwasia Paru and Yonkuba Minister, Mahama is Jimmy Fosa. You are a fool. Upa Trabium, may say, Wamushi or Bia Maketa, Mahama, tell home to do. Other movies are going to be organized. I say, my dear, who need Bablo Latte, any Asio Dunketia, any Akamba, any Baba Jama, send you 5 weeks, may say, any band. Anywhere in the country, Mahama never shoot you.
Alright, and the honorable Kennedy Japan and somehow the two jam maybe a no. NPP for Air contest 31st of this month. 5 sound classes as a lie. Say Yama Baku me leadi. Na baako no be lead so nya kwan obetuma a president of a dear nation. It is up to them as to how they choose their leaders. It is up to them. Enya me na meka. Eti honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan since empower one the obey president award ma Ghana for. No. Now let's go on round 2. 2 leading contenders now. Baako nso ni.
Otiye asama zongo for eka enano. Asem de pao. Zongo for say omu njindi se MPP omu de Dr. Baomia beba. But omu di ne badia omu be tuamano. Omu be tuamano. Sana omu kaya. Omu be tuamano. Ampa Enti Ushe North na Ushe Zongwa 2 strongholds Dr. Baomia Bejina ebeto form. Eto form so NDC timi win election.
Ba hano ye be see toilets amamu. Ye be see toilets in all ye be see 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets.
Man who goes to the markets and ask about food prices between last year and this year and see how food prices have been increasing. My visits to the markets, whether it's in Malatar or Tamale or wherever, suggest that food prices are really going up. That is clear. I mean, in Bulgar market, for example,
what I'm saying to you is that the exhibits that you filed in this court only looked like they were more than 11,000 because you had duplicated and triplicated, and I'll come to the quadruplicated, in a moment. But you bulk them up in these duplications to give the impression of more than 11,000 exhibits. You deliberately did that to mislead the court about what you were offering in evidence before this court. Now, Dr. Baumia,
Structure now. It will boost the economy of the central region. Really boost it. And you know, this is the 4th poorest region in Ghana. The 4th poorest region.
So in reverse, can the region support an airport? It's the 4th poorest region.
Yeah,
you want to put an airport there, you want to put rail.
That precisely. That in fact, the airport will boost the region, right? In terms of economic growth. It will. Because there will be more people coming.
Deficits. Double-digit current account and fiscal deficits, borrowing to this extent, financing your deficit with huge printing of money from the central bank, and expect your current.
Next month, ladies and gentlemen, we are digitizing the school feeding program. And next month, I will launch we looked at it last week. It's all set. Also seeing through digitalization that you can deal with corruption. We have now eliminated ghost workers at the Controller and Accountant General's office. If you knew the plan that could work for the economy and be successful, why haven't you implemented that plan in 8 years?
The question is, what have you done? You've had 7 years in government. What have you done?
Dr. Baumia seems he hasn't changed. And I will tell you why he hasn't changed. I think it is in the DNA that
we inherited a problem of no unique national identification system. This has been with us since independence.
Some people are complaining about the bank's refusal to accept the national identification card. Public relations of the national identity.
The most important project here in the north since independence, a Palago Dam project.
Okay.
It's the biggest investment. So we're drawing books no more since independence.
Okay, I watch it.
How watch it? Government be a buy, you see Palago Dam. But we're here as a signature project, and in Ebeda number 1, so there's no doubt about that. Palago Dam, no, it's clear. Government.
Anyway, I like you, Dr. Munbomi, answer the no. Papa, I said no kurekano, idea anything. Enti ne party muno, oyenye problem, ewo no ankasa ne party. But NPP presented 5 of similar people. Nipa 5. You see, we are there. We will know how to approach and address the person. On this particular live show. But there is something I want to address very quick. And then you may me friend me say, ubi friend from Sumpa radio, say radio, say TV, I have no idea. Say, ohene ni adazwa or something like that. Ati asembia between them so me can chire me mame. The premise of the issue is say on this particular show, adazwa a video be about Techiman market. Then I did a show and then proved to her say Debbie, Ghana seminar wokana. It is across all Ghana marketing. I say, okotadi the bugu market man I said that asesa neme guatie near lodi bibi egum answer na the amount. So you cannot single out only Techiman market and say a Techiman kwana yes I don't know. I think that when I did that particular video, no man who say on TikTok no, I trended and I think she is not happy about it. So she knows me on that particular video. No, she right. Me can't say me no. As a person, she knows me. She knows my parents. She knows my house. She knows everything about me. I know her. I know her husband. I know everything about her. So, she will be free. Me mama. Say, when me kasa, then my mother to her say, "Nada na das one kasa free." And then one about free. Yeah, let's move forward. I was just there when I received the call. Received the call and I also. When I want to adazwa when you problem, I'm so news in a while. Or some men cross checking number and I'm sign through him. The person didn't call again in about 1 hour. But she will be able to call Emily. Me want a number and sign free. Obi the asma betu ye nim say or the sika ma say for the 2 coin away this kind of $6,000. Inti ye do be program we live show so. And I'm say and nipa no hunu court na o some pose and one over. So I'm going to call the person live on this particular show for us to discuss. So let's do this thing very quick. Because sometimes you know, they might think they are a bit reasonable. So let's see if he's going to pick up. Fletcher. That is the name it appears on my show here. So I'm also going to call the person live for us to see. Now, I do be able to call there. All right, Ofori me say only me discuss the issue be. But I think say earlier on Ofori me about adazwa and ameba.
Man friend adazwa.
I never friend how many times?
My friend ba ko pe.
What friend me 2 times. The initial call no Ofori me bisam say
me ba cho
ni adazwa then you bounce the call. And I want to friend ma me so Techimana you ask the same question.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you are live on my live show. I have a very particular live show. You are live.
Mm-hmm.
And you are also live here. So
no.
Hold on. I'm telling you. Listen to me also. You are also live on the show. So whatever we are saying is live on the show. And we have about 200 people live listening and watching you live.
Me say what's a sumpa? What's a sumpa on your court?
Of course, that's when you're caught. That is why I've told you because in Nippon, listen to me. You big offer me what's sending me audio. So only Nyansa can't send me audio. That is why I put you live on this particular show. So BNT how you are. Don't drop the call. Don't drop the call. So listen to me very carefully. Who the can frame me beside Nini adazwa semaname boa.
Obeti and count.
Oh, question is no go straight forward. I'm telling you, let's talk as man to man. You call program. Oh, TV. So we're live on this particular show. Listen to me. You call me and ask me about don't worry. Then let me advise you.
Why?
Let me advise you. Listen to this particular advice. Radio and TV, the money legal advice and legal rapper. Seek legal advice before you do everything. Let me advise you because radio and TV, the minimum say you are just working there. Let me advise you. Seek legal advice earlier on or before you go on the show. Listen to me again. I'm telling you, seek legal advice. All right, so this is how sometimes it goes. One will say, many people, I know, we all can say, me, so he's a very small boy, or me, and he will never get closer to me. But I'm telling him, say, Jumana Oya on some post, then if they don't have lawyers, they should seek lawyers. Because you called me earlier on, called my mother, asking about Ohene Nini Adazwa. I know her about like Adazwa. I don't even call her Ohene Nini or whatever. So if all of a sudden Adazwa video na me here is turning to, oh now why you be as why you be sick, master, I'm not a small boy. Oh bah, seek legal advice before you get here. Let's move on from here. Asimo Emily and seven Dawson. They also who put me beer juma. No one can find Kwasi if we have better. No more good juma now. That is what I'm advising him. Answer now. Obi be my live show. So do something. I'm responsible for that. And if that's what things say what I said, she's not happy that she can take me on because only me fear only baby I'm she knows everything about me. I also know everything about Adazwa. So that is what comes on. But sometimes no one say, anyway, let's move on. NPP member of parliament to be sat on national television, said something about 24 hours economy. As a papano education abono. And you know, presenting our turn and him to say kwase yes, also was very quiet. Did not educate this honorable member.
You know, as of today, we are even finding it difficult as an opposition party to inform Ghanaians that the 1 Ghana per fuel is more than the e-levy, which they were so much, upset with us about. It's far more, far more.
But Ghanaians have not complained, have they?
But my key point is that the NDC made believe that the e-levy was like, an arm and a leg and it was ending Ghana. But what I'm trying to get at is that even we, as of today, are finding it, a bit strange to make Ghanaians appreciate, and the key word here is appreciate the fact that the 1 per pump, 1 CD levy is about 8 times the e-levy. Like, literally 8 times the e-levy. So I'm just making my point that the 24-hour economy has to be rehashed, rebroadcasted, re-explained, and people need to see things on the ground. Where I think that security is a big chunk of the 24-hour economy, which has not been addressed. And as it is, if the government is very serious about the 24-hour economy, one of the front-end things that should come up, because petrol stations will not work beyond 6 p.m. because they are not guaranteed safety. Ordinary Momo stands, now they close around 5 because after 6, people are coming to them with a gun or a knife or cutlass for their money. So these are very crucial, critical things, that beats my mind. And by way of a small advice, in Connecticut, I used to bank on Sundays and Saturdays. As part of the 24-hour economy, I'm yet to hear the banking sector, do even that extension of days of operation. Banking should not end on Fridays. And don't tell me I should go online, because that one, we all have it. But in-person banking should not end on Fridays. In Ghana, interestingly, it is only the churches that have access to banks on Sunday and Saturdays. So I'm yet, and maybe Hamza can tell me, because I've not seen this angle of policy. And banks are a huge deal in terms of businesses on weekend. So in all of the 24-hour economy, I'm only proffering a recommendation that Ghanaians may appreciate the 24-hour economy if we see we have banking on weekends. Not even the entire 8 to 6 or 8 to 5, but at least if we know we can bank from 10 a.m. to 2, I can then ascribe that to part of the 24-hour economy. So there's a free recommendation to the NDC.
Oh, Papa, he say free recommendation or no? According to him, no. Or the NDC say NDC promised 24 hours economic policy. Enti ono no person who say 24 hours economic policy in weekends in account banks in a year juma. That is what was a honorable member na kasa asem we NPP nipa na kasa asem we say his understanding about 24 hours economy is say esen ka also na people say numera banks in a year juma 24 hours. Weekends in ama ye nkulusi no. When I hear things like this I get confused. Are these the honorable people in our society? For how long? And President John Dominic Mama explaining 24 hours economic policy. And way. By the way, let me advise him. Banking, se akase bibi yejma 24 hours. It doesn't mean say 24 hours in a BA dabi. And a bank dying, say yejma 24 hours. You don't necessarily need people physically sitting there to operate 24 hours. People might be sitting behind the scene on computers, softwares, digitalization. Digitalization operates 24 hours. And it is the ability to say, because I deal with 24 hours, it means that somebody needs to be there physically 24 hours. There be somebody might be sitting behind the scene. Me patcho say, see, I'm here programming. Most of you are watching me, but I'm just one person sitting here. But it's cutting across the whole globe. So meaning one person might operate a business nipa thousands might get access to. But he doesn't understand say banking necessarily no. You don't need physical structure. So let's address a bank like Revolut. Me sure say many of you have heard of Revolut. I'm not making any advert for them. Just by the way. Revolut any day says but it's an online bank. There are many online banks like that. Traditional banks will be called Ghana 24 hours digitally. But Revolut at a bank, any time, yet it's operational. It works perfectly. I would say an honorable member, see unim. And then, obviously, say 24 hours in the and yeah, praise Allah, I'm very, very good. I'm very, very good. But you say you have a code. Now, you say 24 hours in the and yeah, Juma. And at 24 hours, and say, yeah, Juma, and can you say in a bay? And I think nipa wa adwumanum I say nipa him say hey NPP for metro opposition achew obeche papa. If that is how you people understand 24 hours economic policy there and them ma power da power e the power there e go for we nsi bi da because there pa na ye nya nchire nkrofo e mo hu say 24 hours economic policy na NDC for kan no and yes e kire a whole lot of things e kire dem bebre Emily 24 hours economy is not for motor bankers. Stop speaking stupidly. That exactly your choice of words is straight away, Emily. Because I don't know how these people understand that particular policy. No. Now, as dear Hamene say, so you get a whole TV presenter sitting quietly, not educating him, not advising him. Say, hey, honorable, baby, I will con and yes, I identity. So you understand about 24 hours economic policy say, as a bank that nipa team 24 hours. Hey, honorable. Why na chire wasem we? Your mama wabreu. NDC abre. I say most of the policies and programs in NDC the buy no. NPP for now say attention so they are not ready to listen or to even learn from anything. Enti papa panyipa akwatana ho asema woka. Ensema woka. Na when him asema sere asemo. Eno na former finance minister Yewra nana ya kuntum kununku Ofori-Atta ma mfesi meeting ndise ma ba. E ba cho se ba kama pa. Papa yi na eno aja okopi mo court utimi se papa yi adan Al-Qaeda ni bibia boss kama pa American force mo ye ba de. Papa ya munim se papa ya atade fufu no che. Ena ma she da akɔhye papa ya atade tuntum. Se mu di gu na nima si o se den. Papa yi minim se yeso yare na no nose mask ho minim se ya ye na no operation so enso minim. Ena papa yi e de kwatena court. Okoya na no di se mi yan se Ghana de o se o ma. Eso so ye na den wa lai talai Ghana de onsi ho. Enti enura court okoye no ade okoye ne se nka okwa pre bail. Say na wako for bail application first am ye deny no and or second one. And then so court is there be asem ko ya agane. Enti e ho na prosecution catch the judge and say judge papa ya otiwe Ghana bind the extradition order ababeto ne so. Enti mo man bail na enye ye pese ye ne ko back to Ghana. and a judge and say, oh, sir, me kwa minimo. Minim say extradition order than so. Inti sa dia, mama mi who copy of the extradition order no. Asem kakere ya court kan NPP for say, hey, and Attorney General kwa for extradition order bi anko US, and o kodi ntro. Asem no nyesa na tie o. Yanko ne ngin chire mu ankasa mfiri Attorney General ankasa ho.
One person that you've been looking for over the period has to do with the former finance minister. Yesterday he was in U.S. court. I'm sure you monitored that. What's your own thought on that?
Well, the American authorities are handling the process and they are handling it in accordance with American law. So far, I don't find anything wrong with what has taken place. As you rightly pointed out, I monitored the hearing yesterday, and I have had reports from the United States regarding what has happened and what may happen, but these are confidential discussions, and I'm not supposed to talk to the media about what they have briefed me on.
But yesterday the trial judge said something. He said there's no proof of any extradition request and that it should be filed by the federal government before February 19. What's your own thoughts on that?
No, the Justice Department is working on the extradition request. Now, you have to understand that what is happening now is in relation to immigration immigration law violations. All right, that is separate and distinct from the extradition request. And so, if it was put in before the the immigration judge that there's an extradition request, he wants a formal, filing before him. So the Justice Department would have to do that before a decision is taken.
When will that happen, based on your contact?
No, I don't control what happens with the Justice Department in the U.S. So,
but are you hopeful that this will go through for Ken to come back to Ghana?
I am very hopeful, extremely hopeful. Thank you.
All right, into one Jandam for some Mokai. Jandam for say, Attorney General for extradition or the Bianque. Attorney General says there be extradition in the court, but can you for a time some copy court a totally different thing. It is our extradition order no, and court toss out this particular judge and him. It's a fair judge and I call it for it. This is very, very important. NPP for man, you're careful. Opposition, sometimes when some of us speak, and yes, you am but you say, we know, Juma. Momo apply, not Timon, we didn't say, party we say, and we are serious. As a man said, say, Momo, Sama, where I can say, I did be mammy, why I don't know what to say. I better web you, so I buy out, so do you make him. Former Deputy Finance Minister Abena Osei Asare say, Ken Ofori-Atta did a good job as Finance Minister for Ghana. Let me say, Ofori-Atta may say no mami ken. Ofori-Atta ye nim ne Ghana ya what US is all my Ghana. I said no mami ken na say sebe Ofori-Atta be na mami ken asemi. Ofori-Atta be because Ofori-Atta be nim ne die. Ono ne na mo yo. Obi Awaye the good financial minister for Ghana no. Ono ne ti wa o ti won si Ghana no. Also ma enti obeba Ghana the ice enchine nka ho enchine aban kaba atade tuntum yemfa round ade ento ne nsa a o number bia na ebo aban pepepepepepe. O se na obeye. Onzo se papa e bo adwuma kese pa de ma Ghana na say eno ben papa ben asem na mo gen because I'm confused. Owie ya not to say akotu NPP for because he wants am ko kasa ma Ken Ofori-Atta na Ken Ofori-Atta ye man fans tie kwabara ni bia kwotena radio sumu ya tie asem o ka for Ofori-Atta ho.
The American government say Ken Ofori-Atta was the best finance minister because he managed this economy. Economy no it me gina so meni umienu ye tie ase ne COVID meni umienu said ye nya bi ne ye tie ase a through the management of Ken Ofori-Atta and then health minister and then the president of then Republic of this country. It is out to Obia now on mine our crisis mu on mine facing a lot of challenges across the globe. Now what you nya ama menewo and na yetia se ahumi we yemu na se yebetumi aka say so sa nipa no ye nipa bone dia na ye ni Ken Ofori-Atta ni yi dia metumi aka no me ne eminim se emra pe court pe ne betumi aka se obi ayam from so obi ese se ogina mra no but as a true indigene of this country ne dia me hwe ba bia COVID baaye se ne na aman bi ebre Russia Ukraine war baaye se ne na aman bi ebre na Ghana Yabedum pempen so ayedum. As I see you media as that Emma then management of this country. Someone said that the energy.
Which includes Ken.
Yes, which include Ken Ofori-Atta and your friend is saying His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Okay. Because there were a whole lot of policies a buy. Share COVID the buy and a nanka ye and the four bits and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo about a friend is saying Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and come my way and come and me and you see happening. Because because almost you say as a somebody should share papa egugu akwen right amma me no ye ma ye nananom ye wo faasefo etumi nya enkwa etena se COVID by within 2 months 3 months na ye see new hospital ehwe aboa
with the COVID levy.
Not with the COVID levy.
Oh, okay.
You see, hospital ni we before even the implementation of COVID levies near there. They work abenya American once and one. Then it take care of people with the COVID-19.
Into COVID levy normal and also then
it has a long way to help this country because COVID will say anchor within a year. So one was saying
but still need a levy no.
So yeah, because of the COVID ninkoi. Near Wakania would be brave or one else yesika de bomb bra. Because the COVID was across this country, all regions was affected. And this young to Webi and fa anya den and so saya de yanwa. Now when you say statements by from the USA, in fact, Ghana has been the best management of COVID-19.
Your time is up, please.
But do you agree to that? Do you agree to that? No, do you agree to that? There was a statement from US that in time of COVID, Ghana was the best country to manage COVID-19.
Okay. One will say the youth now Yabasi say, sometimes I don't know what to tell our people. Because so where I say, oh, the politics too much, you might be disgracing yourself. Because when you sit on national television, because what was it? My friend said the Grace Jones. Praise the Lord. Ian Mills, is he talking about Ghana? Ghana, some no can say no. And then Ghana be also Ken Ofori-Atta's administration of Ghana, some no can say no. Also Ken Ofori-Atta is the best finance minister Ghana yenya because he managed Ghana very, very, very well for the last 7 years. Ken Ofori-Atta now on matter for accountability na we Ghana some na kwa we can. Sometimes be was na me say Ghana pa dey asem ni. E mabuni na yaba no. I don't know because what was the NPP for? They are learning something from NDC. But say the general mosquito can't say me. Or say NPP for suya NDC. But who suya no mas chiano. Because now they think say oh John Dramani administration no, or the most of the youthful people no and run administration no. So they are sending these people say oh mon kasa yeba power man say NDC for the youth and a year you say dumbe year juma. But NDC youth no sebe we na dey juma. We some jamfi. Out ho. Any agreement some jamfi AUC. Any say unkrofo we amotete wa you see say the difference no. Very 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 clear. Very clear. And the akwa we say aswan so unko defend Ken Ofori-Atta but what was defend because me so say so ba ana o yere ana say sebe mpo so girlfriend ko fi kwa na girl be kan say masa uko Jimmy e wo radio so ana uko Jimmy with TV so because you cannot tell Ghanaians say COVID yare ba ya NPP for e de jib sika e de kwaje bosia esa gide World Bank de IMF e twa tax de to Ghana for so no o manage ni ya sebe wadwen e wo fom o ka so manage ni ya sebe na wadwen no e wo fom I mean kind one or two messages be aba but sometimes these are the people are NPP for small mo so mo nko kasa. Also you see Majesty, you see these guys think they can throw dust in our eyes. The NDC should come out and show the country how the NPP misuse monies meant for COVID-19. Majestic, so over COVID-19, the resources are Ghana nyae. And how these people mismanaged it are. Sabi, but one say, oh, kana nipa dodo na bi wa. And one thing I've seen about the current NDC is say, empese, niamani bebre wa, ye be kani bebre because the more you speak, The more na nipa be kura e confused say be oh that be you people are talking too much. You people are talking too much. But I believe say e bi o ha agi say be ye kan ya no tum kakra. Na ye hwe sa nkrofo we. And then they by themselves no omo ankasa be gu omo ankasa ho animase. That is what I believe. Because jai nipa no mo no ankasa ngu ne ho animase. No gu ne ho animase wi a udo be say ono ankasa by themselves no go back and think again me so say karachi we koda fi a obadwen ho say ene makugu me ho animase o TV so and say am go kan man kan semba o. Alasa say Munufi NPP will never change. You see this guy is of the elephant's body and he just threw the line of Baumia's lies and Kennedy Japan. That is exactly what he is doing. As he is training you for no, say omonko na yaba power, yaba mo post say NDC for year, but they forgot to say NDC you for no. Adwen na wo mutim. NDC you for no nyina yisu adwen. Sebe nyansam and NDC you for no edi akire. So that is the only difference between NDC and NPP. Always lawyer. Adu anyone. Tell my old man in temper. Me abrante nsu. President na hu me say. Say ya say me ko pege akura ge bia say on pe because me say me ye old man. Me so me nye old man say. Hey, I say mo mini ha. Enye easy. A teacher say only Johnson say don't get can punish NPP corrupt guys equally. Yeah, I said it the other time say NPP as a political party, let me say it again because I think that this might be the 10th time I make it. Obi no wa punish you more Ghana da. I always start from Osagyefo folk Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When Kwame Nkrumah came, he became the president of the land and these people wanted to throw him away. And Ghana and started to bomb. Abera na Afghanistan kwa obi an to bomb Afghanistan da. Ghana and started to bomb. Ghana and started say to bomb. 8 good times and you try to the bomb eku Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na Afghanistan and to bomb Somalia nuclear nim say na bomb but Ghana started to throw bombs because they wanted to kill people. The bob by anima you be do rolling stamp we atete na atepoi ankrofo we do rollings famusa and send rollings eba because when they need you out intimidate throw azane na da chichiri nipa to so answer na kufu be to rollings no ye timi kwasesa ma ye komo chire na kofa e ma nko afunu na ya be to magu the streets of Accra so say rollings in ekum. Imagine this being a president na da bia be that when bia na ye kum ba bi de ba bi obeda to when bia ye kum ba bi de ba bi e be titio e ma Ghana full throw rollings say na kwaya na okum mai because they wanted to take rollings out. Prof Mills, when they wanted to take him out, now they go for the mean man, Prof do later, then they deep prepare them some prepare their war. His Excellency John Dramani Mama first administration, and they are 7 young county so. And I say join Funu, and I say, and I John Mama say can some case here. Copim sa papa elusi aba, and young copon se munim, me punish him papa. Entiende? Now they go for in the history of our country, Adeyemi then say Ghana ni biya hun say papa no is the worst president of Ghana yenya. Ena na be de chire alaji Dr. Umudu Bomianso ejine chire ena osa. Ono so be jene de. Say ya, ono so be jene de. Because why nyom say ya enimgwa say na e ba e mo break e ba gidi to be abenya de. Majestic said for 8 years the country has been a shithole. He said, "Don't come at Trump. What the Trump be John? I can't afford that. I mean, the Quinta Trump or manager hotel. And now I can't put yeska. Sometimes I've been thinking because Americans is ultimately $1 million bus system. No man, man krata. Can you for that answer? Say baby, wakwa kwatrano. Fear no or almost $2 million. Means I can't invest more than $2 million in the system. But let's see something the baba. One for number there and yeah, that's something the baba. That's some pan baba. Asempa na bow 24-hour economy 24-hour economy no and I'm a man for a bomb atansi ha so we ko fa ha na we kosi ha na de kinofurata kosi ha na say won so man my mama say Ghana for hwemo Ghana for them ade me den say no obiye no ba begina ba bia ba be dede say wo so nim nyansa Ghana for so yo yate ye hwewo so mo de NPP for so nim nyansa che kwakwa nanse nti ye hwemo na mere pamu no eno ankasa de ne ho be den ebeba e de ne ho ba enye obi ne beka It is a way abrantie. Now also what dear Nkrofo na odi o machi ti say akwa we koka yi a say wa
Keba wo mi aye eba figbeye keba wo mi aye mi ba figbeye keba wo mi aye mi ba figbeye motherfucker why na die ni biu ye katre mu se wa boda mu si mu benu keba wo mi aye Eba figbiye, keba umi ayemiba figbiye, keba umi ayemiba figbiye, motherfucker, why na die nubiu, motherfucker, why na die nubiu. Oh, yeah, catch
all right, yeah, Mami Irene say Munufi, the AG is very, very slow. Mami Irene, I also agree with you in a way because AG, the speed that me say AG in Fanny Mankono, I don't see AG doing that. But Oko Council also a boy, Juma. And see, man, the benefit of the doubt, you say AG beat me there. It's a Pebi Abagana. One will say Koka, Otu Nyumi, Odi Krachi Wechi.
Now, saying a few days ago, na yeti anomabi ebeka nchire say 2 weeks here aka say ye ko election. Omo the strategy bi eba. Omo ni ye nkrofo yi bi. Omo se omo be didi matem sa, omo be twa ntro egu mi so 2 weeks na wachi mi enu a ebe. Enti mo nyina mo nye alert. Mo beti nsem bebre enye nokre. Omo pese omo susa mo adwen. Omo be didi matem sa ma mo mfi omo Mongo na mongo to abano emami enyasa mongo na mongo to abano emami we aye koi enye atem didie competition na yeko omo say omo nim say omo campaign no tonsuyom enti omo say if you miss the ball don't miss the man endi na omo de atem didie eba me hono meso me ifi omo be focus akodi inkunim January 31st 2026 na osha asema unka yempo omude be show wenum edidi watem so aka se uye koshini we mu nyina ade a omo beye ne so me fi omo
Asemo. Asem. NPP munu no. Atiasim agoro no chese. Atiasim Ken. How do you see Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia?
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer.
We are sure. Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia kasa isi asem na okay na say dey. And dey na why?
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. Say, Edubuahin, one contested because not oya.
Sasa no kan no aken na how bebrebe nyina and as o kan san fufuro bi kan because I mean say that say we nkwa dan kan nye problem na Ken, how do you see Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia bibi honest with us
one uni Jimmy for da bia u program be say no uni Jimmy for sa e woga wei na
da bi me pese me say program no today nya Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia asem to NPP party na atita pasam sa no. They say they okay we have some need to tea, okay we need to car. Can we say kwani say o nye nipa Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia. Hey. Hey. E go mi say na wo branch am bo say na bo. Dr. Mudbomia 2024 about na mko say na wo office oba we na say no be lucy. Branch o answer the mai.
Feni am japadia me bi be shame na nim say ye be lucy.
Na wo nim say be lucy na wo dis japade say ko shame. Hey, NPP for Branch Champions no him say Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia ebe lucy 2024 and so still no paja ni sika e di kweshemu. Anyway, it's up to you people. Say ne mama sem mo to na mo say na mo pa e dey hwemo. Na mo ni bibi our president John Dramani Mahama na no me kan say bi o she Ghana for bobi. Na bo shi nim no me do be call the tourism industry. Now, Professor Bosch na papa na di no. Okay, no, odiso and odiso. But before I go on, listen to this particular statement from our president.
I will be a much better president than even the first time when I was president. One, because of the experience that I've been president before. And two, because I have had the opportunity to reflect on my period of time as president. And it gives me a focus on the things that we need to do to turn around the fortunes of our country as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's it. So the president say, or experience, and then his second coming win or share Ghana for boss say, or Baba Yednema Ghana a bin sida. But you wow hear me. Me would GDS and they send a Ghana for Emma president the fans no. And yamen I make say the president actually he is delivering on his promise. My men found call the tourism industry. Abeku Santana mo take the tourism industry of Ghana no, to a different level. But I have my doubts. I will name a watch this particular video.
National case. Students can use Ghana as a real world case task. Ghana cable market entry simulation.
Good morning to you. Good morning. The German version. German version. The 500 examples of the cable products. What does it do? One of our official languages, one is local teachers to develop a textbook catering to the local students. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's welcome Mr. Panon to give a remark. Thank you very much. We are here on a delegation to build stronger ties. First, we've signed an MOU, and we intend to put that MOU into action. We've been hosted very well by the president.
But you Ghana president at task Abeku Santana say they need to develop and sell Ghana's tourism industry. Abekumo are moving Ghana to a different place are going to sell Ghana. But that is my observation about Nema Abekumo Koyeno. But you saw a video very carefully. We're dressing a Ghanaian delegation at the coho. As a toys. We're dressing a my men some video about my basso, but we need to tell them the next time more yes just watch the kind of dressing a Ghanaian delegation at the coho. Meaning I walk potty and I do more or maybe those particular dressing the coho, but you watch the video again.
Ghana as a real world case task. Ghana cable market entry simulation.
Good morning to you. Good morning. The German version. German version. The 500 examples of the cable products. What does it do? One of our official languages, one is local teachers to develop a textbook catering to the local.
One the kind of ninja dressing Abeku Santana kwa we cap we share Abeku Santana. Uti say delegation share Abeku Santana munya they dress very very normally. Abeku mu kwa na asesho mo te say nia sebe mo ko o me Eskimos. Aba Ghana so nia asemi ni. Abeku. Obo homo den there. You are selling the tourism industry. Metisi obibi say where is Ghana? So you need to tell people where Ghana is actually located. But all the dressing we pa na ko say Ghana there. O mi am fa we ma. Oh yeah, so we don't have here ma. And I was for anyway, maybe and I mean money who is ah. Masa enye cold bi ana nipa okoto no dan or team no video cool da. And then our figure na oko market here. When you want to sell something to somebody, especially when you are selling tourism to people, how you dress is part of it. Me, I did my bachelor's degree in tourism. And I'm saying a master's degree in tourism. How when you want to sell tourism to somebody, how you approach the person, it can't be. No, Emily, it's not. When you are not familiar, you can engage the services of others to do the same thing for you. What I say, as I say, I want to hear me. Ujina ho no be address it say we for fum. Now about beton cryptocurrency the amount better. That's something. Let's be honest with ourselves. And your politics, me NDC nipa. I like Abeku Santana. Tourism industry. I have master's degree in tourism, so I know a lot of things about tourism. My law, my tourism, my international relations. So I have a lot of ideas about a lot of things. Imagine say, what question will be a address now so done a con home. Now about beton crypto amount over top. That is the question. So answer now over you need to acclimatize yourself with the weather. They say, if it's a winter, we stand in the weather now. You hire people to go and work on your behalf. You outsource your services. And since I want to tell me, no free Ghana, but now about the rest of want to say Eskimo and someone can talk to I don't know. It depends on how you understand it. And Bashiru, exactly, you could have gone there summertime. I sometimes make them as it is straight away. No question, if you understand, I don't know how you might understand me. Because me want to me ton services be mamia and they would dress in out there ban and match it. Me talk. I have to be honest with you. Want to me ton ADB and one cause what dinner way and enchme. It's all about branding. Yes, big dreams. Yes, so you cannot, if you are unable to brand yourself to suit the environment in our corner, then you are not supposed to be there. It's like I say, "Ope per DMB na agena or sorry home free Ghana and I copy out." Meanwhile, you have dressed like a clown. Obia in sharing fancy now can see this. Because when they even look at you, Omeka say, now I call for him for neighbor because them the room temperature. Any dressing here she will when they ask or my dream and ask or mom and ask someone by can minimum someone beka. You know, tourism is not a kids play. You don't sell tourism like you're gonna sell toys. That be a very serious industry, big industry. Revenue tourism they ban and yes you can't get it. So when you're going to sell tourism, I didn't expect you guys to go and dress like this. I mean for Kojo Wilson message and to her. Let me try to put Kojo's message here on the screen. Kojo, I'm just trying to put you here. Yep, na enye kama mai. Also, the president and his appointees are working very smart on how to reset Ghana. However, the Ora is the slow. Ora already actually, you know, abom yabu Ora home. Attorney General na, ama Ora yesulu amai. Attorney General na die. But anyway, Oko council also here jumo. Easy Janice. Also here jumo. Yemhwe ne kakra. Yemhwe ne kakra no nye juma ya Rabeka. Base no council here jumo so a ebe bona baso. But Attorney General me ka say when Tima fakin Ofori-Atta magana dia. Papa no hayo. Ahaye papa. When Tima fana madia, obama yesusa yi nkebe me yo. Se me dati me ndipa ana nkabe won ye na ken Ofori-Atta magana. Hey. Na yakwa ko do 2028 election na ken Ofori-Atta magana. Eh, na ne dia se na nkebe kan. Eh? Eh, yes Santana na sa na toy video. Sa e toy me ne fe Santana no. We didn't ya be ku Santana, we nye toy Santana ni bia. Mini how yes ada o ya ma be ku aso ayesi o. Abeku dey we need the enya toy dey o kita side we a che answer President John Dramani Mahama Korana e could discover no if na Abeku Santana. But I didn't like how they were dressed, to be honest. I didn't like it, but anyway, it's up to them. Maybe that is how they felt to be dressed. But me won't me ton ade be a serious thing mame. Abela wa dress it is a toy. To say the menu e kan tie no dey me no e chera nya. But anyway, let's move on. Abusuya asembie si wo Ghana. Assembly asi na tie video bi a kyerɛw ye bisa papa bi very basic question bi pajo tie video ni ye pa mebo video no 2 times tie ni ye pa tie
Ghana yes ka be $2 be $2 ka be na ma Ghana
oh sebi bread yasa MC wo bre wade nkokora e de nkora wu what you say ye betimi de bia ye bibia mo wo and of school for so de ba bia ho kire wo bia so e se de bo wo
aka betimi de ahwe omamu ni nyina
oh e de sebi hu se sika no so e se be chema obi anya bi e se be chema fa ni nyina obi anya bi betimi fa
$2 ka be man kana for sen no matter for sen se ka be chim
I don't know ejina ma akota wo be ye se be ye de sia e be so ye de ana se asan betimi ache
okay Pacho the Mad King ekoye street interview bi Pacho tin se no bi sa papa no o se se ma papa no $2 ade no de be ye me san abo video ni bi tin sem ni ye
Ghana yes ka be $2 be $2 ka be na ma Ghana
Oh, sebi bread yasan. I'm saying we bre wade nkokora. E de nkora wu. What you say? You bet me di bia ye bibia mo wo. And of school for so. Dia baby a ho kire obi an so. E say de bo wo.
Aka betimi da hwe omamu ni nyina.
Oh, e de dia. Sebi hu se sika no so. E say be cheba obi anya bi. E say be cheba fa ni nyina obi anya bi. Me timi fa fa.
$2 ka be man kana for sen. No matter money for sen. Say ka be chim.
I don't know, ejinama akuta wo be ye say. Me ye de sia. E be so ye de ana say. I said me timi ache.
Okay. Ajay da pa.
Mo se be da boss.
Pacha utie de ye. Ibisa se Ghana nya $2 ade na Ghana de be ye. Na abusuafo calculation na papa ne ye no. E chen ikuri. $2. Papa na kan $2 and some was Ghana de be ye no. Ana se ye de size Ghana se ono ni nsema o de be ye no. Also be chen kokora for mer wa for de be si dikanika. Or the people say hey $2 na papa ye kan yo. But this is the take here. On this show, Maka say President John Dramani Mahama, Vice President Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and the Finance Minister Ken say Atto Forsen. Come go back for that thing. Papa say, well, Bogana Kolonama or Ghana Nibia na money Kennedy. Hey, Jumade or Ghana. NDC is a social democratic party, meaning it is the grassroots that vote for NDC. But you over rely on dollar, the ordinary person on the street, and tiase. But your message reframe means me maybe somebody might not understand me. You be say papa says a Ghana $2, two, and get 2 million or 2 trillion, 2. And then I can't say meaning the man himself doesn't even know what $2 is. What $dollar into no the word dollar about that you say is kakese. One way 2 days or any mono. It is your year. Now you can't dollar seven Ghana for it to get to a timer. Ghana need not take for mono and tiasem now what can I say? Mesre abayi we munipa. Bibia ebenyebiane opportunity ebenyebiane yen di code ni ma na Ghana ni ntiase. Dollar jina ho ma dollar aye strong. Tima muni no tie kura ase no enima de koro. Ohwe papa yi video ya onima de koro. Enti ono ne dollar ne nyane so tie dollar no mse iska kese a ebetima chichire Ghana ni nyina ma Ghana na ayeyie. Wow, enti mesre aban mu mpanyifo. Ena yama dollar aba form yama economy aye sei ena inflation aye sei no tima muni ni ntiase he. Until say ebe kofo makwa educate omo no enyeye. Me maka se ukomi kuruma obi di Hong Kong dollar ebe daada amanfo mo eto abade ma no. Omo obi 1 Hong Kong dollar ena o kan kire nipa no se okosesa 1000 Ghana cedis nipa no giye no obosi okoto abane wi okoso okosesa na kan kire Hong Kong dollar 1 yen sesa 2 1 okra no usan de hwe nyeye odin se agudi no osun oto abane wi. Meaning the people on the street, most of them no $80 by din e wona som ba onima de kro. It will say $1 ni sika kese. It is the way we rely on dollar to the people no. Ya we ya nema o madwe gi fi say aban ne ye na at the end of the day na aban ne yes anema na they will be disappointed in aban no. Sremo. This is a very simple advice. I'm not saying say minimnyansa chen obi a there be menye NPP ni. Omo kwa ni minimnyansa chen kwekwe na nse. But we need to go back and educate the masses with a whole lot of things. And this NDC aban no so ma dollar and our dollar na stabilize it. You need to let the people understand at the corner of Wakano. And when you are at the same bibri, baba, you be do baby no if you are no ninji. Ya no man people also the propaganda. Munim ye no. Enya sam ketwa. Munim propaganda ye papa. Enti abusafo made that is my take on Nema. These two Abeku Santana money over reliance on dollar and how we spread the message of dollar. No. The way I see it, you know, the marketing video we say chere say ni tima munini ma de kora unim unima de kora enim. Anyway, this is the debate with Munufi. The patches will be a question we be samia obetimi da in the comment section. I think I will take my time to also address it as well. Can you forget na oshata de fita na e copy ko ta American force here fun. Hey, o ma she papa na tare tuntum. Tare tuntum pa na de papa no. Ashe. Ni ashe da. Say ya man nose mask so kama pa na where your former bachale ya rahusemo say a whole former finance minister of Ghana ICE action a detaining on what they say. Send a judge in the kind of say free and ne. You could see April can of rata be dumpa. Oh, a bear who say Ghana's former finance minister. A better prison, a woo our America. A better ice him. Oh, Papa, if you know Bob and Atadim, can of rata pana. Ya and the circle like Kitibino. Eh? We Maduro could I de channel. Era Hosamo. We can ufurata Charlie Era Hosam pa Era Hosam. Ah, Papa, you had the officer to enter. You say 720. The deacon ufurata and I era. Ni besides 720 was saying, ah, my lord, I'm here. Ay, I see, and so Naya. Obetre we now Kazakaza Kwana. I was so 9 on Sano. One of the say. Anyway, for this is the debate with Munufi. But just a question be anywhere there, and their live stream now ended here. Na Nyame Adoma, I'll be back again. Ochina. Send a dane da no. Eti child, but that's it. I had here. Big Dream say, let me remember Big Dream message and Meto Hana Yam had here. Also, if AG and NDC can work hard and jail this looters 2028 will be done deal in 2027. So you mean say it may jail by now? 2028 election, you win in 2027. Mewa. Say Kenya Japan kind say about to any people lose that about to the so that is something I think say Omadrin a war also. But anyway, it's up to them if that is how they wanna go about it. Yeah, because party they mean say party na go and ya they baby. Precisely the name dollar has brainwashed him. Yeah, because that is what many people think to be a dollar na ya the case be. Into a dollar na no who say is kese. But maybe dollar no say ya the case be. Hey, yeah, some Ghana. It was some papa. Some of the things na here and there, Charlie, and ya the papa. But me the message NDC for say the only thing say we need to do is say you beat me matima before no. Ati ni maybe I say. And it will be $1 na more can be $1 na say in a what's the sense in a but the way na your mom tia say gidi no we at my money na be do baby on be panish you Charlie. Be panish here. And in male, the detention centers are prisons. You have the toilets in the same small room. So imagine Kenneth Kuntum Kununkum Nana Ofori-Atta. Ya chino. Na ya ma on the toilet nyina e de ba bi ba ko a. I won't say a very good it's a very very bad thing. I don't know why Nana do go kufa do mon timi advice say papa say oh ura e be yanka bragana. O de bra man ya be koso bia no. Ye hu ne ya be ye. I think that would have been the best advice for the man. But to say no mo ja na say ne o no abaye bia no onye ne de me who say hard drink kakra because entwa yie mamman ni nyina Ghana as a country ni nyina no entwa yie emman sa say we will get a whole former finance minister na why na dwen say obeba Ghana pa de ene o ne toilet nyina be de ba ba ko hard drink kakra hard drink but anyway it's up to them say ne your mom cause of them get orange jumpsuit soon. Hey, Charlie, America for the Abu Roba white no, and the black asheno. And on quite easy so. A very very big punishment in the dema. Younger say a honorable bacopa. You're in the team I know. A teacher. Also, he would love to be jailed in the US than to be jailed in Ghana. One, he doesn't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians and his Ghana with passion. It's like I don't get Ken Ofori-Atta's argument here. Say Obaba Ghana pa ma Ghana kwa mfu bia ntum chama untumi namo. Na no namo e campaign na ma Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia. Yenye ne hwe. So why is Ken Ofori-Atta free to come to Ghana? I've been thinking and I don't even get it. Is it say he see Ghana as a bad country sa na say den. Mention antiasie. Asemo. Asempa having too much. Anyway, and then the best one in Yami Admo China. I'll be back once again. With Dini William Munufi, I'm gonna channel the debate with Munufi. Yankopon any ubia entina da.
Uni a Jimmy for that be a program sell. Uni a Jimmy for sa ewaga way na no hata de bia no ode as ya kofani frasala a wode akotena parliament. Another Jimmy MPP for mama Jimmy o Jimmy papa will stay in opposition forever. MPP for that quickly omna nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. You are idiots.
Say yenko bisa kene Japan. Wow, we cheap. Ne sin tantan and odi cancel fun and obi adinese. Lawyer ono o defend the criminals. Criminal be a wo wiase bia kusi ajaben the person okodi. It means he's a criminal.
You are a stupid judge. I will face you. You are a stupid judge. Who pass you? You are a stupid judge. Yes, we are a judge. What does the scripture say? Who confess scripture? No, oh yeah, no confess free. You are a fool. We are there. I didn't want for the younger. We respect him. Who feels will be a Jimmy to say one? Who feels will be a Jimmy to say? Respect yourself. I'm not an idiot like you.
A failed lawyer. Come and talk trash. You shouldn't try. But you came to my house at East Legon begging for common t-shirt.
Otiye asama zongo for eka enano. Eya asem de pao. Zongo for say omu njindi se MPP omu de Dr. Ba ome beba. But omu de ne badia omu be tuama no. Omu be tuama.